The desert night was still. The only sound was the wind whistling through the canyons. It carried a whisper, faint and chilling. It spoke of ancient evils and creatures that stalked the night. This was the whisper of the Skinwalker. The Navajo people of the American Southwest have long told tales of these sinister beings. They are not just stories to frighten children. They are warnings. To stray from the path, to disrespect the old ways, is to invite the attention of something wicked, something that walks among us, wearing our skin. Deep within Navajo tradition lies the legend of the Skinwalker. It is not a tale told lightly. It is a subject shrouded in secrecy and fear. The Skinwalkers are not simply monsters. They were once Navajo medicine men, powerful healers who strayed from the path of righteousness. They craved forbidden knowledge, seeking power beyond their station. They embraced dark magic. In doing so, they paid the ultimate price, their humanity. They became twisted mockeries of their former selves, forever cursed to walk the earth in borrowed skin. The most terrifying aspect of the Skinwalker is its ability to shapeshift. It can take on the form of any animal it desires. A coyote howling in the distance, a lone owl perched on a branch, even a trusted dog. Nothing is what it seems. They mimic the sounds of loved ones, luring unsuspecting victims to their doom. Their speed and agility are unmatched. They are said to be able to outrun the fastest horse and even dodge the silver bullet. Their power is undeniable. Their malice absolute. The Navajo believe that becoming a Skinwalker is a choice, a dreadful bargain made for power. It requires the most heinous act imaginable, the killing of a close family member. This ultimate betrayal of love and trust is the source of their power. The price of this power is steep. The Skinwalker is forever cursed to walk in solitude. They are shunned by both the human and spirit worlds. Their existence is a lonely one, filled with pain and torment. Section 5. Echoes in the Canyon, a true story. Stories of the Skinwalker are woven into the fabric of Navajo life. These tales are not just mere stories. They are a part of the cultural heritage, passed down through generations. The Skinwalker, a shape-shifting entity, is said to possess the ability to transform into any animal it desires, often taking the form of a coyote, wolf, or even an owl. The Navajo people believe that these beings are powerful witches who have chosen to use their abilities for malevolent purposes. Everyone knows someone who has had an encounter, heard a chilling tale whispered around a campfire. These stories are shared in hushed tones, the flickering flames casting eerie shadows that seem to dance in rhythm with the storyteller's words. The fear and respect for the Skinwalker are palpable, a testament to the deep-rooted belief in their existence. One story in particular has always stayed with me. It is a tale that sends shivers down my spine every time I recall it. The story was not just a simple recounting of events. It was a vivid narrative that painted a picture so clear it felt as if I was there, witnessing the events unfold. It was told to me by a Navajo elder, a man I deeply respected. His voice carried the weight of years of wisdom and experience. He was a man who had seen much in his lifetime, and his words were always chosen with care. When he spoke, people listened, for his stories were not just tales but lessons wrapped in the guise of folklore. He spoke of a young shepherd who went missing in the canyons. The shepherd was a diligent young man, known for his dedication to his flock. He would often venture deep into the canyons, guiding his sheep to the best grazing spots. But one day, he did not return. His sheep were found scattered, their eyes filled with terror. The flock, usually so well behaved and orderly, was in complete disarray. It was as if they had seen something so horrifying that it shattered their very sense of safety. The elder described the scene with such detail that I could almost hear the frightened bleats of the sheep echoing through the canyon walls. The only trace of the shepherd was a single moccasin, lying in the dirt. This lone shoe, abandoned in the vast wilderness, spoke volumes. It was a silent witness to whatever had transpired, a clue left behind in the mystery of the young man's disappearance. It was imprinted with the unmistakable track of a coyote. The elder's voice grew somber as he recounted this detail. In Navajo culture, the coyote is often seen as a trickster, a creature of both wisdom and deceit. The presence of the coyote track on the moccasin hinted at something far more sinister, a possible encounter with a Skinwalker. The story left an indelible mark on me, a reminder of the mysteries that still linger in the canyons and the powerful tales that keep the spirit of the Navajo culture alive. Section 6. The Power of Belief. Whether the stories are true or not is almost beside the point. The power of belief, of fear, is a potent force. It shapes the way people interact with the world around them. It dictates what they are willing to believe and what they are too afraid to see. The Skinwalker, like many monsters of folklore, serves as a cautionary tale. It warns against the dangers of greed, of seeking power at any cost. It reminds us that there are consequences for our actions, even in the darkest corners of the world. Section 7. Beyond the myths, cultural significance. The Skinwalker is more than just a scary story. It is deeply embedded in Navajo culture and belief systems. It speaks to the importance of balance, of respecting the natural order. The Skinwalker represents the chaos that can result when that balance is disrupted. It reminds us that the world is full of mysteries, things we may not fully understand. To dismiss the beliefs of others as mere superstition is to close ourselves off from a deeper understanding of the world and its complexities. Section 8. Respecting the unknown. The Navajo people treat the Skinwalker legend with the utmost respect. They avoid even speaking its name, fearing that to do so will attract its attention. This reverence for the unknown is a powerful reminder that there are forces in the world beyond our comprehension. It is a reminder to tread lightly, to approach the world with humility and respect. For in the shadows, beyond the reach of our campfire light, there may be things we do not understand, things that are best left undisturbed. Section 9. A chilling encounter. I myself have felt the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end while driving down a deserted highway late at night. The road stretched endlessly before me, a ribbon of asphalt cutting through the darkness. The only sound was the hum of the engine and the occasional rustle of wind through the trees. It was a night like any other, or so I thought. The headlights briefly illuminated a figure on the side of the road. At first I thought it was an animal, perhaps a deer or a coyote, but as I drew closer the shape became more defined, more human-like, yet not quite. It stood there motionless, as if waiting for something or someone. It was tall and lanky, too large to be a coyote, yet too swift to be a man. Its limbs were elongated, almost unnaturally so, and its eyes seemed to glow with an eerie light. I felt a chill run down my spine as I realized that this was no ordinary creature. It was something out of a nightmare, something that shouldn't exist in the waking world. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched, followed by something ancient and malevolent. The air grew thick with tension, and I could almost hear the whisper of unseen voices urging me to leave, to escape while I still could. My heart pounded in my chest, and my hands gripped the steering wheel tightly. Was it a trick of the light, a figment of my imagination fueled by years of hearing these chilling tales? Or was there truly something lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself? I tried to rationalize what I had seen, but the image of that figure remained burned into my mind. Or was it something more sinister? A presence that defied explanation, a being that existed beyond the realm of human understanding. As I drove away, the feeling of dread lingered, a constant reminder that some encounters leave a mark that can never be erased. The road behind me seemed to stretch on forever, and I couldn't shake the sense that I had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. The night was no longer just a backdrop for my journey. It had become a living, breathing entity, filled with secrets and shadows that I would never fully comprehend. Section 10. Conclusion. The unanswered question. In the vast, unending expanse of the desert, where the horizon seems to stretch into infinity, lies a realm of secrets and mysteries that have puzzled humanity for centuries. The desert holds its secrets close, shrouded in an enigmatic silence that only the most daring souls attempt to unravel. Each grain of sand, each whisper of the wind, carries with it a fragment of a story long forgotten. The wind whispers through the canyons, carrying with it the echoes of ancient stories and unspoken fears. These whispers tell tales of civilizations lost to time, of rituals and beliefs that have faded into the annals of history, yet still linger in the air. The Skinwalker continues to haunt the imaginations of those who dare to venture into the darkness. This shape-shifting entity, born from Navajo legend, embodies the fears and superstitions that have been passed down through generations. It serves as a chilling reminder of the power of belief and the mysteries that still linger in our world. Folklore and legends, though ancient, have a way of seeping into our modern consciousness, reminding us that some questions remain unanswered. So the next time you find yourself driving down a lonely road at night, with only the moonlight to guide you and the silence of the desert as your companion, and you think you see something move in the shadows, a fleeting figure that disappears as quickly as it appeared. Remember the tales of the Skinwalker. These stories are not just relics of the past, but living, breathing parts of our cultural fabric. Ask yourself, do you believe? In a world where science and reason often take precedence, there is still room for the unexplained, for the mysteries that defy logic and understanding. The unanswered question remains, inviting us to explore the unknown and to ponder the depths of our own beliefs.